Hi guys, this is my good friend. He doesn't want his name revealed, so let's just call him herocharge. And this is Shreyu. And both are very good friends of mine. So let's see. Zen mode is probably on. I think we are going to record a 15 plus 10 game, and if we don't get an opponent, we might start with 10 plus 5 and then 10 plus 0 in a order of priority. I recorded a video in 15 plus 10 with one of my other friends, but it got corrupted somehow. Okay, we got a pairing. So, what do you want me to play? Which opening? E4, D4. What do you play most, Bhargav?
The worst opening possible.
No. I want serious chess, but
I don't know. I only know few names. What is names?
just tell me E4 or D4.
D4.
D4. Okay, let's go.
So Nimzo is with black.
Uh,
Let's see if his opponent plays Nimzo.
Okay, D5. Let's go control the center. Standard stuff. This is Queen's Gambit declined. He does not take the pawn, so the Queen's Gambit is declined. We could play Knight C3 here. We could play Knight F3 here. What should I play? I'll go with Knight C3. Let's go into Nimzo Indian defense. He doesn't immediately go into it. We can play Knight F3, see what he does. Keep it flexible. He could go, okay, he goes Bishop E7. Let's just develop. So how was your day? How are the lectures today?
Boring.
Boring. Did you sleep in any of them?
No, I don't.
Nice. Let's go. We could take this, and I don't usually take, but let's just play some normal chess. This is very standard.
Damn, this is normal. Okay. I don't see how that made sense, but okay.
Basically, okay, this bishop usually ends up exchanging here. It's a common theme in Queen's Gambit declined. Let's play Rook C1, wait for him to take over here. If he takes, then it's a good tempo for us. Usually he should play something like, he should develop something like Bishop via B6 or Knight via D7. But if he takes, then it's good for us. Basically the point is, I mean you must know this, right? If he takes, then we can take in one move. Whereas if he plays B6 and Bishop B7, then we have to move this because we want to castle, and then he takes, we waste a move.
Right.
Thanks for the noise cancellation. Okay, so he's thinking, which I like.
What do you think your opponent is thinking?
He's probably thinking, should I take here or not? I mean, no, depends on his strength, to be honest. If he is good strength, then he will definitely not take here. He's probably thinking, should I develop this here or... Okay, I don't know what he's thinking, to be honest. It depends on his strength. And everyone thinks differently, right? Everyone thinks different in different positions, and in same position, different people will think differently.
On that note, so why did you decide to lose the bishop for this?
It's just a play, like a form of play. Like you can do anything. He takes, which makes me think he might not be 1600 up. It looks like he might be below 1600. But we'll see the rest of the game.
What would you play here if you were him?
I would play C5, attacking the center.
Okay.
Seems very interesting.
C5 is a very advanced move.
Yes, it pressures the center via flank pawn.
That too gambiting.
Yes, it is gambiting a pawn. Point being, he gets good bishop and center control is diminished. My center control is diminished if he plays and I go here. So he goes B6. I mean, I should just castle here. Nothing better than castling. Do you feel something weird about any of my moves? Do you have any questions? Okay, let's bring a knight to an active square. He can take, but he will lose the bishop pair, which will not give us the most significant advantage we can exploit, but it is still an advantage, I think. I mean, we restore the bishop pair. I am the one who doesn't have a bishop pair. because he exchanged on f6 before, right?
Right.
So he does take, and it seems if we exchange queens, then we have lead in development. Every one of our pieces is developed, whereas he still has to connect his rook somehow. I don't know, it's not clear. If he plays this, then his bishop is blocked. Let's see. I also have knight b5 ideas,
Hmm.
He should maybe think about this move, attacking this pawn and threatening to checkmate me.
Right.
And I'm not sure how I would defend against it.
You should probably think.
I should think, yes. I mean, this must be better for black, I think. He's just winning this free pawn. I should have calculated it. Knight e5 was very bad move, I think.
It's okay, we still have lots of time.
Yeah.
It's important to slow down, develop plans.
You could move g3, right?
g3, but he takes here, right? So
Right.
you need to think of something more interesting. Something that creates confusion on the board.
Confusion. Okay.
I mean, I expect him to play this because it's just a good move. If he doesn't play it, I don't know what he will play.
Like you could do queen to g.
This move is a good indication of their rating.
Yes, this is kind of critical position. If they find this move, then they must be strong. I cannot use this bishop to defend here, nor my knight, nor my rooks. So g3 is looking forced. Another possibility is f3 or e4.
How about f4?
f4 hangs, right? Like
Okay.
it just attacks the queen, but it hangs mate. See, if he plays here and I go f4, it hangs mate, right?
Right, yeah.
So f4 is not possible.
I mean, that's assuming he finds some.
But we should think actively. We should use our time constructively. Queen g5, e4 I like. Yes,
Okay,
e4 I like.
Take your time.
E4 I really like. Only downside is he can go here, attack this pawn, but I can go f4 next. He can go here and win a bishop. So f4 is not good there. Also, if I go e4, then this bishop has very limited scope. I don't like g3 also. Very tough decision.
Would bishop to d5?
Bishop to d5 hangs.
Well, yeah, but that will block the mate, right?
But we don't need to hang a bishop, right, for preventing mate.
Okay.
Okay, let's say we go e4, he takes queen, takes e5. Okay. Then we could play rook e1, but it doesn't do anything. E4 just limits the scope of the bishop, but that is a bit clumsy logic. He has to develop this knight, so how do I exploit his weak queen side development is what I'm thinking. Is there some way to exploit it? Because he just goes knight c6 and all his problems are solved, right? So after queen e5 he wants to go knight c6. How do I prevent that? Okay, it looks like g3 is more or less only move. I'm thinking about knight b5 in future, but he he does have some strong moves after queen e5, knight b5, which I don't like. Also, I realize this pawn is defended. Knight b5 doesn't look strong.
If bishop is not blocking your rook, then it's
Okay, so yeah, I mean the rook is active kind of, but not the most active right now because of these pieces.
like knight b5, and if bishop is not there, then you have a good attack on it. But then there's always just knight a6.
Maybe I'm thinking too much. I just need to make a move. What are the candidate moves? e4 and g3. g3 is a bit too weakening, so I'm going to go with e4 anyways. I mean, he has to take here, else he doesn't have any advantage. And I could think about bishop b5. Idea, if he goes knight c6, then I go queen d7, attacking this knight. But that doesn't work because he can go rook d8 and I cannot take the knight because bishop is guarding it. So although it's double attack, he has a tempo on my queen first. I mean, in such positions, okay, maybe he's thinking if this knight needs to be developed first, but if he develops the knight, I just play f4 and I've saved the position completely. Like I restore my equality. So queen has to take e5. It's good, you should think, but after queen e5, how about queen g4 or something like that? I mean, this pawn is attacked.
Right.
Oh, look at this idea: rook e1, rook e3, and rook g3. It looks quite slow, but it is possible, and I actually like it a lot. What is his next move going to be? Knight c6, I suppose, so that he can play rook d8. Rook e1, what are other candidate moves? Maybe queen e2, just getting out of this file and protecting the pawn. But then, and then I could go f4, rook f3 this way. Only problem with, okay, I also defend this bishop, so if I play f4 and queen c5 check comes, then it is not double attack because my queen defends. Queen e2 I like. So let's see if I play queen e2, he can also go knight d7 now. I suppose if I go queen e2, knight d7, f4, his queen has to move, maybe c5, I go king h1 and knight f6. It looks playable. Let's go forward with this move. f5. I mean, this is very weakening. Like I can just take here, right? And my queen is defended. And speak a bit more loudly and clearly so that they can hear. So f5 I can just take and everything is defended. And if he moves, I can take this next. f5 is not an idea here. It is an idea, but it is wrong. I think most principal would be knight c6 or knight d7. Knight d7 idea could be to place on c5 attacking this the third time. But I won't let that happen by f4 and we'll see what happens. So I wanted to accomplish the rook on g3 via 1, 2 and 3 moves, right? But in this case, via 1, 2, 3 moves, same number of moves, but I also displace the queen from its central position and also protect this rook and also gain center control. Okay, I mean I'm thinking too much. What do you think about the position?
I feel like you're kind of weak.
Okay, let's go f4. He hasn't played a good move, I think. This is just a waste move. He will go c5 check. I think like it is very attractive to play that. Queen c5 check. But we just move out of tempo because we wanted to move it anyways. I wanted to move it anyways because I wanted to move the f pawn. It's kind of cyclic because the idea. Did you understand what I'm saying with cyclic?
Yeah.
I wanted to move king h1 because I wanted to play f4. But now I played f4. He gives a check and I anyways go king h1. That does happen. And let's see. I don't want to move this pawn up there too fast because this diagonal is pretty strong.
Yes.
I could consider f5 some point. But he can take and oh, this looks strong. f3 is coming. I should prepare it well, you know. If I prepare it well, then it can come with good effect. Again a waste move. This is just expanding on the queen side, but there's no use in the position. He should develop actually, connect his rooks, make them into play. Anyways, there's no immediate exploitation of this move. I'm just wondering whether I should move it to b3 or d3. b3 usually move when you have IQP positions, isolated queen's pawn positions. But in this case, d3 is good because it eyes the king. I think this is good move. And if he goes here, I could even consider knight d5, unleashing an attack on the queen and maybe taking back the pawn. Who knows? This is why defending this the second time was useful.
Right.
Let's see if he goes b4. It seems like he's too focused on the queen side. Maybe he does it. I don't know. He should take his time here.
Or maybe it's a distraction.
What do you mean it's a distraction?
Maybe he has a move.
Speak clearly and loudly.
Maybe he thought of a move he didn't think of.
Okay, he doesn't play this. Interesting.
Right.
So now f5 idea still exists, but he can just take.
Right.
And we cannot take like this because he just exchanges queens and trades into probably better endgame for him. He's up a pawn, right?
Right.
So if f5 takes, then we have to take with rook. Right? We assume that we are going to play f5, so you have to look at all lines. If we take with rook, then f5 doesn't come with much force. If we want to play f5, it should be to recapture like this and play f3. f6, sorry.
How about e5 in this position?
e5. It is a viable move. I am only worried that it opens up this file, this diagonal, but advantage is it opens up this diagonal as well.
It's a good outpost for your knight as well.
Okay, I mean, you go here, but where do you go from there?
Doesn't matter, it's a good outpost, right?
It is first of all not an outpost because it is basically not supported by any pawn. It is supported by bishop. You cannot call it an outpost, I think. You could, I guess, but I don't think it's the best outpost. I don't feel like it. Anyways, I'm considering rook f3 still, but it might be too slow. That's the issue. Maybe go g4. Try to pry open this side of the board. g4 looks very attractive. What if his idea here is f5? That could close off this bishop.
F5 is a free pawn.
f5 is not a free pawn. It is. Yes, it is.
Bhargav, what would you play in this position?
From our side, I'd probably play f5. Yes, I'll take with the rook. Probably.
Hmm. It is time to play dynamically because we are on an attack on the king side, right?
Right.
So I guess g4 just makes sense. I'm only worried about
F5?
this diagonal. This is very scary diagonal. I can virtually never move this pawn if I play g4.
G4 F5?
g4 f5 is the idea.
No, G4 and then he plays F5.
Then he plays f5. Yes, it's possible. Because I can't take because of the pin. And if I take like this, he takes back and he has very strong attack on my pawn. g4 is probably not a good idea.
What
And
if-
guys, don't help me. I'm thinking on my own.
What if you press h4 after you do g4?
g4, h5 is not good because I can just take, open up my file.
Queen f4, h4.
Queen h4, that's also possible.
It seems like this is a critical position.
I am seriously considering f5 now, but f5 takes, and I don't see a proper continuation, although it looks good. It does look good. I could double up on this file, triple up on this file, put immense pressure here. Although it's defended thrice already. Could I attack it a fourth time? I can't. Immediately not.
How about queenside play?
Queenside play is not the idea here, I think. Idea should be attacking because all my pieces are directed towards this side. I like f5 actually, the more I look at it. I should play a move. Let's see what he plays. We should check our time also. So if he takes, we take. Okay. We are preparing to double up over here, go here, something like that. If we go here and he goes here, it should probably be something should be wrong there. There should be some tactic there. Although I can't quite spot it. We'll see what happens.
Rook takes.
One of the ideas in the future could be e5, opening this bishop up. It is just possible, but we'll see. I was only worried about e4 back then because of the limited scope, but I realized that it is not really limited because it has potential energy. It can be unleashed.
JE flashbacks there.
This guy is Rasa. Sat.
Would you consider a move to Shreyu tell?
No, don't. I mean, for him, you can tell, obviously.
See, right now I'm looking at your pieces and we should activate all of them at this point. So, this knight is not doing much.
True. I wanted to bring it to d5, but he can just take. That is the only thing that is holding me back.
But that
I
is
mean,
good bishop.
that's like his only attack option, right? Like, for now.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
would he try to sacrifice that?
Hmm. Yeah, that was clumsy logic actually. This move looks good actually. This is actually a double attack. Looks like knight c6 is forced. Otherwise, you have to give up the bishop because this pawn is attacked twice, right?
My queen would be hanging.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He would have to take. And it seems good position, not bad. Like I think, although we are pawn down, we have activity.
Right.
Maybe your opponent will try to stop you.
Maybe he can play c6.
I think that would
But
be
it's
good
just a
move.
waste, I think. He has to play knight c6, I think, to cover this file. Okay, after knight d5 also knight c6 is possible. But it is not possible because queen is attacked. Okay. Let's see what he plays. It's completely dependent on him. I did not like this a6 b5 idea. Like it was not in the spirit of the position. We'll analyze what could have been better, I guess. I guess just developing the knight, connecting rooks, bringing to middle was better.
Yeah.
It's literally blitz now with 10 seconds increment. You don't find blitz with 10 seconds increment every day, do you?
I don't especially.
Okay, after knight c6, he also threatens knight d4, forking us. Something we have to keep in mind. So he can't go rook f1. It's a bad move. We could go queen f2, covering this square, but it seems a bit too slow. Knight c6 like is the only move I feel like in this position to hold his advantage or something, I don't know. Knight c6, knight d5. Actually, there are very juicy ideas here. Something like, let's say queen d8, knight c6, knight d5, queen d8, and then queen g5, threatening a lot of stuff.
Oof,
What?
What did you do? Okay.
Interesting. Okay, knight d5 looks like a good move here. Does it though? Bishop
No.
takes d5, rook takes d5, and c4. His idea is to get rid of this weakness on c7 via c4, which is quite interesting idea. Knight d5, he could lose the bishop pair.
There is no pair.
I mean,
And then after take back, he could go c4 because this is attacked twice and defended once. So if you go c4, I go back. And then this is a really good outpost for the knight. Although it takes 3 moves for him to get there. And I think I could make some effective use of my position till then. By then.
you should probably use less arrows. Yeah.
So knight d5 is one move to consider. Another move to consider would be, I think, rook f1 or queen g4. Although both of those moves he can play knight c6 now, and then his position is completely good. There is no problem with his position. I think we have to establish our lead in development and go forward with pushing forward.
Like, go forward with pushing forward. Makes absolute sense.
Fine, fine.
What if he moves the queen now and not like?
Then we have,
Yeah.
then we have like, if he moves it here, we can play queen g4. It's a beautiful position. Okay, yeah,
Good.
yes. We take back. We did not want to exchange queens because we are down material.
Why didn't you attack with the pawn instead of the rook?
Attack with the pawn.
Yeah, this,
Bishop b1. We are forced to go back. Knight d7, knight b6 is an idea. Knight b6, knight c5, knight d3 is an idea. Lot of ideas in the position. I think if he goes knight d7, I should play something like controlling this square. But then he controls it even more, no? Interesting. He will get this knight here and here, I think.
good.
I
Hit it.
Oh, he played knight c6, not knight d7.
What's the difference?
Knight d7, he's an idea to go to this outpost. Whereas knight c6, there's no clear idea, right? Or is there? That doesn't seem to be a very clear idea, at least to me.
He can go to like b4 and then attack the rook. I guess, and
b4. Yeah, the rook is vulnerable. But it's just a simple attacking move. We can just move back our rook. Maybe let's bring this rook into the game. Maybe via f1 or d1. I'm not sure where. I think.
How about you double rooks?
So I'm thinking of doubling rooks over here and here, pressing this point.
How about the open file?
The open file, it can be challenged, I think, right? So it is not some. It will just lead to mass exchange. So rook f1 should be good. Let's see. If he offers rook exchange, we just go back. And we have to make this piece active. At sooner or later we'll have to make it active, otherwise there's no use of this bishop. We have the bishop pair advantage, we should use it.
yeah.
And for bishops, open positions are better. They need open diagonals.
Mm-hmm. You should have taken the knight with the pawn then.
We'll see after the game. I don't remember what you're talking about.
Oh wait, he's more.
Yes, it's his.
Okay.
Both players running quite
Low on time, yeah. I mean, there's 10-second increment, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, I expected this, and I thought I'll just move here or here. This is looking not good. This seems fine. But now, I also need to make some
just
flight
got-
square for my king, so that.
94.
Oh no! Knight d4.
Oh shit, it's a fork. Oh fuck.
He'll find it, I'm sure. He seems to be a strong player. We'll go queen g4 next. If he takes, we take. And he has to find queen f6. Otherwise f3 comes with too much force.
Yeah.
This is a very hope idea.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works.
So if he takes the rook, then what?
If he takes the rook, we take back with the pawn and threaten to play f6.
Right.
I'm just hoping he misses it. This is losing position completely. He will play queen f6. There's no doubt about that. And then
maybe you can flag him.
There's 10 seconds increment. I don't think I'll be able to flag him. Queen f6 also attacks the b2 pawn. I have to do something about that as well. He plays f6.
Somehow that's working.
Somehow that is working, but it creates a lot of light square weaknesses, and we have the light square bishop. You can call this an exchange sacrifice. Although I can't see an immediate use of exploitation of this thing. First, let's just make a light square for our king, so that we don't face back rank issues at some point, at any point. This pawn is the main thorn in the position. If this was not there, it would be okay. I'm not sure if this is important or not, this pawn. Let's see what he plays. He's attacking the b2 pawn. Let us play this, and maybe
He gets a pass pawn.
he gets a passed pawn. Yes, he doesn't take it. Let's take. He blunders a pawn. He blundered a pawn. Sad. Anyways, and does this blunder 2 pawns?
That's it.
He is threatening to go here, I guess.
But that is just a threat.
But he exchanges off the rooks, right? I guess this might turn out. We have some drawing chances because we have a passer over here. Although we are exchanged down. Is there some better move? Could I go queen here, making another passer? Oh no, actually. If I go here, is there some tactic for him? Like maybe rook here, I don't think he can deflect me off this whole diagonal. Anyways,
If you move the queen, he can do like e4, then like take g2.
I think we should just take the free pawn, hope for a draw. What did you say? He should?
If you move the queen, he can do like e4 and g2.
If I move the queen, e4, g2, what do?
Queen e4, queen g2.
Oh,
Far fetched, very far fetched.
yeah. Our bishop is going to stay for a while.
Yeah.
Probably this is best move here. And I have to move out.
He'd also like to trade his queen.
I could play a4. a4 looks good as well. Or bishop e4. Bishop e4 is not possible because queen e4. But okay, let's I don't like my position a lot, but we have to do something. So there are a lot of possibilities. If I go king h2, he has this move, exchanging of the queens, and we won't be able to make this a passer. So that is one of the main problems. I also have to keep defending this rook, and I cannot take this rook because he takes with check, and it is a double attack on the king and bishop. So only move is defending, getting off of this double check, and protecting the rook.
40 seconds.
And I can also protect this bishop with this move. Also, there's another problem here. He can go here next if I go king here. So very tough position. He'll probably take, and We'll see what to do next. I mean, there's a very low possibility that we can keep the queens alive, but I'm trying my best.
Oof. Okay.
It would be bad if he doubles it.
Yeah, he will double up. Okay, his idea might be rook here, but now he doesn't eye this square, so I can go king h2 now. And anyways, my queen is not actually attacked of any sorts. Could go here, I suppose.
His idea
Yeah.
could be to.
His idea might have been to play rook c8 and here, pinning my. Okay, so he does go there, and I think
Wow.
just going back is fine.
Now
He'll
he's
go
keeping-
here obviously, and I have to go here, and we exchange. Let's just hope this turns out to be a draw. We need to make our king active in the end game. This is not a draw, definitely not a draw. This is winning for him. But he is low on time, we should make
This
most
is a
use
draw
of
if
it.
he exchanges them.
Stress.
It's a draw if he exchanges queens. Really?
And you protect that pass pawn.
Interesting.
But
Oh, that's a very strong move.
yeah, it's over.
It's over.
He played very strong.
He played very strong, yeah.
But he's low on time. Maybe you can
There's 10
ex-
seconds increment, there's nothing like.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
We'll try to flag him nevertheless, but let's see. Okay, let's go here. Let's go.
Gonna bring the rook probably.
Let's just protect. Okay, that just weakens this rank. Okay, let's move our king up. Yeah, this forces king back because if we go here, he exchanges queens. Okay, queen there. Have to go back, I guess. Either of these squares should be okay. Let's just go here.
Rook.
Rook where?
To the second file.
To the second rank. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, his rook is hanging. Yeah, let's hope he doesn't move it.
He was 15.
That fucking pawn.
I have to think of some perpetual possibility. I have to get my king queen here. How do I do that? I go. How do I get my queen there? Basically, idea is check here, then go here, check him back, and do something like that.
First, you have to move his. Yeah.
First, I have to make him. No, I can't let him take this pawn because I can't have check here. He protects more or less everything. Let's try to do it in a convoluted way. If I go here, he exchanges queens. So, okay, let's go here. Let's see which pawn he takes. This is just the worst move. Now all possibilities are gone. Let's hope he takes this pawn and not this one. Although it's completely winning for him either ways. Oh my god. Okay, he's coming this way. I have to get out. Let's just hope he gets his queen somewhere else and gives us a moment of breath so that we can give him a perpetual.
Doesn't seem like the case.
We'll see, we'll see.
He is doing excellent technically.
Oh. If I go here, it's checkmate, so I have to go here.
This is also made.
This is also mate, probably, yes.
And made.
Yes. Free pawn, free pawn.
Maybe a flag. 10.
No, he'll find. He's
Nine,
trolling me. He's trolling me.
7,
He knows its segment, so he'll
6,
take it down to the
5.
very last sec.
He didn't see
Oh,
it.
this is actually.
Oh,
Oh,
my
this
God.
is true. Damn.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay, this is. See, that is why I never resign. Let's go. Oh, he's asking for a rematch. First, let's get his rating. We'll rematch with him sometime later.
I think.
1700 maybe.
What do you think, Bhargav?
I actually don't know how this works.
I would say he's a 17.
What is path? What is path?
Path is like an 18.
I'll say 15.
No, I'm not saying 1800.
No, you are an 1800, right?
I don't know. No, that was Blitz rating. This is a 15 plus 10 new
Oh.
rating.
Okay.
So this was this was major blunder or mistake of the game. I think this was a decisive blunder. Till here it is very playable position.
Yeah, I think you should do e4.
Yeah, e4 seems very attractive. E4 seems very attractive here. And like in the Eastward game, this is not a blunder.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, 94, 95 blunder. This was very strong move. I think this he
I
found
like-
it.
I
It
like-
must be 1700.
I liked your queen e2. Queen e2 is nice.
Acha.
His a6 was very smart.
Yeah, I mean, that makes me think he's definitely not above 1700.
But
I mean, 1700s also play like this sometimes, but
like they get scared of some moves, right? Like,
possible.
Maybe you got scared of bishop e5 or something.
But it is 1700 not really right. And this giving up the bishop.
I was asking why didn't you play this?
Oh.
Because this just exchanges the queens, right?
Actually, but that still looks like a good position.
Because like the
Not
bishop,
really. He
right?
just develops like somewhat, and
But you have a
he has passer, but
It's playable. It's
I don't think it's playable. Like trading into an endgame will just benefit him. And passer doesn't make sense because okay, I mean it's the endgame, but still this knight is a good blockading piece. If it gets here, then it will blockade this pawn forever. And he can make a passer here somehow. There are 2 versus 3 matches. So I don't think taking with the pawn will give any realistic chances for me.
but like you ended up moving the rook back, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
That kind of.
Okay, this is just mistake. I think better would have been
Queen
probably
g4.
this was the biggest blunder maybe.
How about queen g4?
Queen g4 possibility looks good possibility. He can just exchange here, but this is very good possibility. Yes, it opens up this bishop also.
You always want to play e5 somehow. You want to open
Yes,
the bishop.
that is good idea. Okay, he takes, I take, and
He had some. excellent
now he
technique.
showed some excellent technique. He blundered this pawn, but it's fine. Like this is already completely winning. This is very uncomfortable position. I was hardly commentating at this point because I felt so bad that I'm losing this. Like just blundering a bishop like that.
So what are your thoughts on this rating?
I would say 1756.
I'm saying 1753.
1753.
That's what I was saying earlier.
No, then I'll say 1729.
What's the difference between 1729 and 28?
1729 is Ramanujan's number, no?
Ah, okay.
Ramanujan Hardy number.
Gotcha.
So 1729 is more elegant.
Fair. I think he's gonna. I think he's a 1500 player.
1500 definitely not. He is strong.
Yeah, but you never know.
So should we reveal the rating now?
He might be an upcoming talent.
Oh, you mean to say he's underrated? No, guess his actual rating,
I
like
like-
actual strength. Don't guess his rating.
Like I don't even know what.
I like
I don't
Bhargav's
have a
best.
rating.
Because I felt like a lot of his moves were sort of accidental. He was spending a lot of time on easy moves.
Yeah, that is true. But this was very lucky.
Yeah.
Like not finding queen g5 here is just bad.
That is like
I
he
mean,
was
that-
under time pressure, but still like Yeah, that makes me think like he might be 1678.
I am still guessing 1750.
Okay, 1678. Should I reveal the rating?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Oh,
Whoa.
60.
And he was 70. Oh no, this is before the minus one, right?
Damn, okay, that you were very close.
Very close. He was strong. He was strong.
Yeah.
We got very lucky.
Wait, you were talking about Nagar?
Yeah. 17.
Yes, I was talking about Naga.
No, he was talking about Ramanujan number.
Acha.
Nagar Juna number.
Okay, let's analyze.
If
I
you
think
realize that the Nagarjuna number is 20 higher.
yeah, 1729 plus 20. Nagarjuna number. Okay, let's try. I'm also trying to guess my average centipond loss of the game.
Probably around 80.
Let me try to guess properly now. Till here, everything was like 5, 10, I guess. This was, I guess, 20, 10 again, whole 10. So maybe 15 till now.
I feel like what's a centipede is?
Okay.
It determines how badly you play. Like, the more Zentipon loss, then the worse you play.
I think this was also losing. I think, yeah,
A
I
very
can't
good game
estimate
would be around
actually.
like 20. Like a medium game would be around like 50. And
I think it's easily crossing 100. Because I made many mistakes and blunders.
I'm
Many.
guessing 62.
62, I'll guess 101. Let's
I'll
analyze.
go 80.
Okay.
Why not?
Computer analysis, request a computer analysis.
Ooh, server.
Yes.
How long does it take?
What?
34.
34. That was not night. Okay.
It's
Okay, that
really
makes.
hard.
But 46 is. It was such a close game then. Like we didn't make major blunders or mistakes. That is why it might be low.
But you made many more inaccuracies, mistakes, and blunders.
Ha.
Still, your accuracy is high.
Yeah. So it was not the worst game of the world, but. Let's
I mean,
see.
you haven't seen the worst game of the world. Like, this is not where you should be if you want to see the worst game.
Yeah, it's
I had advantage in the opening till here.
only plus 3 is plus 0.3.
And then yeah, knight e5 was blunder, obviously. Like it was just a bad move because of the follow up. Bishop takes, this takes, and queen g5. This is a double attack.
Imagine if you're okay. Yeah, it was the computer was suggesting queen e2 earlier. Imagine queen e2 in this position. Like no, go here. Then you can just play f4.
Because it defends this. But queen e2 is not here, so computer is smart. Although I think e4 is also fine. Let's do this feature, learn from your mistakes. So let's try e4. It's evaluating.
Plus 0.2.
It must be good actually. Plus 0.2 seems fine. Why is it taking so much time? How many 2 blunders and 2 mistakes, right? Okay. What? Should I turn on the engine? Oh, okay. Engine is needed for evaluating my move.
What's the difference between a blunder, a
It's a
mistake,
good move.
and inaccuracy?
Blunder is when you lose a lot of advantage. Like you blunder straight away a pawn or a piece or a queen.
Okay.
A mistake is a little deeper. It doesn't exactly lose all the advantage, but it is some. I am also not exactly sure, but I can identify a mistake when I see one.
Right.
It is not as prominent as a blunder, basically.
Okay.
And inaccuracy is computer like. It will say this is inaccuracy just because the eval dropped by 0.5.
I guess it's like what it thought would be a good move and what you did.
This is -1, yeah. I mean, here finding a good move is just really hard. I was debating whether to play what exactly. I don't
You're trying to
remember.
play g4. I think e5 is the idea.
E5.
Yes.
No, this your idea behind knight e4 is definitely wrong. But e5 should not.
Open up the bishop.
Yeah.
You can trade your bishop with their bishop. You can try lots of things.
I don't know. I would say rook f3, but I should.
Wait, actually, if you did like e5, then knight to
E4, yeah, maybe
then,
you all are right. I am thinking too much. Or thinking too less actually.
like if the bishop takes queen.
Okay, let's go e5. Let's see. Oh, it is a good move. Yes, you are right. E5 is better. This is rook takes f. No, this is it will take e takes f5 is a good move, but practically speaking, this is not a good move because
I thought it was because you were already down a pawn, and you were already complicating the position.
yeah. So you have to complicate the position when you're down a pawn and losing, right?
Okay.
That's my idea. Okay, df5 is just blunder. I guess you are right. Queen g4 is better here.
I don't think so. It could be.
Oh damn. The evaluation seems bad.
I think rather maybe like rook d1.
Rook d1. No. I think this is bad too.
Hmm.
Let us think. I mean, it will just say to exchange. Oh, okay. It is not saying to exchange. This is not how you should analyze, guys. You should think on positions, not like this. I was thinking in the game of rook h5. Sheesh, this is such a bad position that you can't even find a good move for white. Let's just view the solution. Queen f3. What does it do? I don't get it.
Is there a way to continue this?
Okay,
The
let's see.
lines are here. Knight b4, rook
Now rook
h5,
h5.
knight d3. Like, how do we understand this? It is not easily humanly comprehensible unless you analyze in detail.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, good move finding here is just hard. See, it is suggesting queen h5 in some variation. It is not bad move. Queen g4 is also suggested. No rook move is suggested, which is interesting. I should understand that we have to open up this bishop at some point, and rook exchange is inevitable basically because of not playable here, and rook h5. I'm not sure why it is saying no to it. Maybe okay, I'm not sure. Rook h5 seems humanly playable. Okay. Well, it was very long video, but I hope
Hey.
people enjoyed. I hope you all enjoyed. The
Definitely.
climax was epic.
I don't know how he did not see that.
Yeah, you just have to be confident over the board also. If you are
Yeah.
playing over the board, you shouldn't just say I resign or something. You should see he literally had mate in one, but I did not resign,
Like,
and I got a draw. I was hoping he would play some quiet move that gave me a chance to, yeah, 0. Okay, that's all for this video. See you in the next one.